forward, number 9, Drew Zillig. And your goalie, number 31, Isaac Tillman. The Saints are coached by Tim King and Brian Bunting. And now the starting lineup for your Quad City Blues. At defense, number 21, a freshman from Rock Island Alleman, John Nienhaus. Your other defense, number 24, a freshman at Davenport West, Chase DeYoung. At center, number 7, a junior from Davenport West, Jack James. At left wing, number 11, a junior from Clinton Prince of Peace, J.R. Bubbles Walford. At right wing, number 66, a senior from Davenport Central, Grant Skolrud. And between the pipes, number 29, a senior from Davenport Assumption, Evan Listick. The Blues are coached by Dylan Fournier and assisted by Joe Davalier. The referees for today's games are Matthew Larson and Colin Bonnet. The linesmen are Ron Wicks and Dallas Mitchell. Now would everyone please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem.
Well, there you go. Hope you were able to hear starting lineups, and with the performance of our national anthem, we'll be set for varsity action in the Midwest High School Hockey League. The visiting Dubuque Saints in Davenport to take on the Quad City Blues. So we're just getting things set to go. Feel free to drop a comment if you're hearing us, you're seeing it. If the broadcast is going well, feel free to drop any comments there. We'll start with our officials for tonight's game. This match will be officiated by the referees Colin Waddick and Matt Larson, and the linesmen are Ron Wicks and Dallas Mitchell. Three 17-minute periods are about to get underway. Starting lineup for the Quad City Blues will have Jack James taking the face-off. To his left is Grant Skolrud, and on his right, J.R. Wolford. DeYoung and Nienhaus are the defense. And a shot blockered away by Evan Listick. He's the goaltender for your team tonight. The Blues taking on a very good Dubuque Saints team. Their varsity team is sitting in third place in the standings right now with a record of 12-2. The Blues varsity team at the bottom of the rankings, a record of 2-14. Saints have been tallying goals this season. They have 61 goals scored for, and they're doing a good job of keeping the puck out of the net. Only 27 goals allowed. The Blues, with this young team, haven't been able to tally many. 26 goals for, 77 goals against. Saints getting a little offensive pressure working right now. Work D to D, and Chase Newton, Cam Doherty, and Dylan Cutcomp are our forwards out there. Eaton and Gannon are the defense. Well, it looks like they changed up a few bodies right after I said that. Skullroot is taking this face-off, so it's the starting line with Skullroot, James, and Wolford. Saints win it back. And then work it around. The defenseman King drops it to these near side boards. Centering pass. I think Listic got a piece of that to send it wide. Wolford chops at that puck. Now it's on the stick of James. He sends it off the boards to Skullroot, but he gets tied up with a player. And the Saints now look to break it out on the far side. They go cross ice to by Listic. That's Blake Bakey, number 7, who took that shot. If you're watching and you're a parent, family, or friend of a Dubuque player, well, feel free to mention something in the comments. Obviously, as a Blues on the ice when the Blues are out at any given time. And right now, it's the defensive pairing of Eaton and Gannon, the forwards, Johnson, Conrad, and Ferrari. Johnson takes this puck. He's wide in the slot, gives one to Ferrari. Saints able to clear. Eaton bounces it off the boards to Johnson. He can't handle it, but neither can the Saints. And puck kind of goes back and forth there at center ice. Add over to, that's Giesek picking up that puck and skating wide. Curls in and takes a shot that's bleeding onto this puck as the teams are changing. Now they send a rink length pass. Don't know if it was a centering attempt or a shot, but when Listic kicked it, the net came off, so we've got a whistle here. 13:50 remain in the first period. Beckwith in the face-off circle. He's got Wilson and Giesek out there with him. Beckwith is going to wrap it around the boards. That's on the stick of Giesek, but just out of his reach, a shot blockered away by Listic. Saints hold it in. Centering attempt. I don't know if that was a skate or a stick that deflected that pass in. Regardless, it's their first score of the night. Saints now with a 1-0 lead. 13:33 remain in this first period. Doherty, Cutcomp, and Skullroot back out for the Blues with Nienhuis and DeYoung. Doherty pushes it forward. It's got the puck at his feet. They give that goal to Malachi. Cutcomp drops that down deep. Blues putting on a little bit of pressure. That's Doherty who ran his guy into the boards, but Saints do come out of the zone and enter the Blues. Tried to bounce it off the boards to Wolford, but didn't hit the angle, and that went the length. We've got a whistle with 11:58 remaining in the first. James and Nienhuis working that corner. Wolford in for support. He flips it to James, who's going to get it to center and work it through the legs of the defenseman. And Saints pick up that puck now and try to get it out. Gannon spins away from his guy, and Wolford ran into a player there. So the Saints collect the puck and enter the zone, but offsides. New legs coming out for the Blues. Ferrari, Conrad, and Johnson are forwards. Eaton, DeYoung, the defense. Saints entering the zone, taking a shot, blockered, but went up high. Eaton batted it behind the net. Saints tried another shot, but that hit a stick. And Johnson trying to help get the puck out of the zone, which it finally does. Dubuque sends it back in, and now Blues exit the zone, and Ferrari tried to center one and hit a skate and then just went wide of the net. Another centering attempt by Johnson, but nobody there to reach that puck. Eaton gets rode into the boards. Conrad battling King. King comes away with that puck, tried to backhand it to somebody in the slot. Blues push them wide, and now Saints looking to set up. They send around the backside. Nienhuis is going to get there first. He's going to protect, and he tried to bounce it off the boards to his defensive partner, hit the skate of the officials. Conrad does a good job of staying with it. Now over to Johnson. Johnson shoots, and it's saved. So good passing and an offensive opportunity for the Blues. I believe that's number 31, Isaac Tillman, in net for the Saints. Skullroot, Wolford, and James are the forward lineup for the Blues. Nienhuis picking up that loose puck. Goes over to Gannon. Gannon up to Wolford, who he's going to chip it in. Doesn't get much further than the blue line. Skullroot tried to pick it up and enter the slot, but Saints come the other way with it. DeYoung pushes his guy wide. Saints feed a man in the slot. It's hit. Love the rebound that dropped right below him. So we'll keep the offensive line of Skullroot, James, and Wolford. Nienhuis and Gannon back on D. Nienhuis flips it high off the glass. It comes back to him, and now he goes behind the net to Gannon. Gannon bounces one nicely off the boards to the stick of Skullroot, but his pass hit a skate. Now James goes high off the glass, but again held in by the Saints. D-to-D passing here and not getting the puck out of the zone cleanly. And now Nienhuis just going to send it the length. That's on the goaltender Tillman, so play continues, but Blues able to get some fresh legs out there. Now that forwards of Beckwith, Giesick, and Wilson are out right now. DeYoung and Eaton holding this blue line. Beckwith's a left-handed shot, so he might try to pull it to Eaton, who's the high defenseman in the middle of the ice. Instead, the Saints win it back and send it off the glass. DeYoung's able to use his glove to keep it in. Giesick goes down low to pick up that puck. He's got it on his backhand, and it's poked away. Now the Saints come out, and DeYoung has to hurry. Eaton covering the passing lane. They wrap it around to Wilson on these near boards. Wilson and Beckwith working there. Wilson tried to set a hit. That's chipped away, and Giesick's got a little bit of space. He's going to enter the zone. He gets pushed wide, and now Wilson will have the chance to get this puck in. He's going to send it down low. Saints player curl away from Giesick, and He forces his man to turn back and wrap it around. Cam Doherty picks this puck up for the Blues, works it up to Nienhaus. Nienhaus backhands it. Cutcomp's going to have it, and he's got Newton in the slot, but he couldn't get to him. Shot from Nienhaus wide, and that's going to wrap around. Now Peters has to hurry. Nienhaus does a good job of getting back and taking a passing lane away from the Saints. And Saints ran out of space, and Newton's going to come out of the zone and try to go rink wide. That does not connect, but it gives the Blues chance to change up some bodies. Eaton kicks it over. Johnson has it. He's got Conrad with him. It's a 2-on-2. Johnson just rushes through the player, but gets by one, not the other. Saints offsides, and we'll have a whistle. 6:47 remain in the first period. Saints with the 1-goal lead. Gannon tries to pop one off of the boards, out of the reach. Conrad, Johnson, and Ferrari are our forwards. Gannon and Eaton, the defense. Gannon gets the puck poked away. Shot by Listic. The rebound's right there. It's at his feet. He's able then to dive and cover it up. Blues bringing out 5 new players. James, Wolford, Skolrud, the forwards. DeYoung and Nienhaus are our defense. DeYoung over to Nienhaus. Nienhaus to Skolrud. Skolrud skates away from a guy and then finds a passing lane for Wolford. Wolford gets the puck taken away, and Saints come the other way. Shot just after crossing the blue line was wide of the net. Here's Wolford with a little bit of space. Skates up the near side, goes wide, and shovels the puck down low. James and Skolrud now working those boards. Saints come away with it, but the good use of the skates to stop the puck, and Wolford battles again. Saints send that off the glass. That's going to go the length, and an icing call will be made with 5:30 remaining in the first. Cutcomp in the slot. Doherty's taking the face off. Newton will be to his left. Saints come away with that. Eaton pushes his guy wide. He saucers the pass, and that's a good play and a good passing by the Saints. Better play by Listic to keep it out of the net. Doherty again taking this face-off for the Blues. Eaton behind the net. Tries to work it around the boards. Doesn't get much on it. Now he'll have another opportunity. Eaton now to the near side. Bounces it off the glass. Cutcomp rushing. He's got Newton with him. Saints skate away from all the Blues players, and they maintain puck possession. Saints try to backdoor pass. Just off the mark. Blues having a hard time getting out of the zone. Now we'll try on the far side. There's a pass over to Cutcomp. I think he was heading off for a change when they passed it to him, and indeed he does go off the ice. And we've got the Ferrari Conrad Johnson line out now. Gannon and DeYoung on defense. So a whistle with 4:21 remaining in the first period. Ferrari in to take this drop, and he pulls it back to Gannon. Over to DeYoung, off the boards here for Conrad, who gets it to Ferrari, and a nice little entry. Johnson has it. His shot, there, it was rebounded. Ferrari hit the post. There's backdoor Johnson. Now he finds the back of the net. Great offensive pressure, and they tally their first goal. It's a 1-1 game with 3:49 remaining in the first. So Johnson to Ferrari. Ferrari hits the post, so Ferrari gives it back to Johnson, and he finds the back of the net. James, Wolford, and Skullrood are forwards. Pulled back to Nienhaus.
City goal scored by number 35, James Johnson. With the assist to number 1, D'Angelo Ferrari.
Saints putting on the pressure right now. Blues able to weather that storm and send it the length of the ice. It will be an icing call, so we'll have another face-off here in front of Listick. James stepping into this face-off circle. Wolford comes away with that puck, and he's going to use his speed to get around all players. He's into the zone, tries to chip one, it hits the shoulder, and good speed through center ice from Wolford. Now the Saints, Zillig into the zone. He protects the puck, shoots, the rebound's right there. Listick makes the second save, and now Nienhaus has the puck and backhands it 10 feet. Wolford, it's loose for him. He's going to race for that puck. He protects it, then shoots. It was going to be a tight angle, but the goalie was out of the net, so he tried to take attempt. Now the puck played with a high stick. Out for the forward line. Ron Wicks dropping this puck. Blues pull it back to DeYoung, who bounces it off the board. Conrad had his stick lifted, and Saints take control. Saints dump it in. DeYoung is going to send it around to Gannon. Gannon loses the puck. They centered it, but comes to Johnson, and now he gets to center. Ferrari ends up with it on his stick, but then he's rode off the puck, and Saints regroup behind their net. Nienhaus pinches, but the puck gets by him, and now the Saints cough it over to center ice. And Nienhaus is going to take this puck out of the zone, and Blues are changing up, so Nienhaus will come in, buy a little bit of time, and dump it around. Newton's there to run his guy into the boards. Coughs up the puck, shot wide, and wrapped around the ice. Eaton now behind the net, bumps his guy into the boards. Doherty does the same. Now kick to the stick, and Newton working there trying to get it out, finally does. Cutcomb knocks it down, and puck's right here at center ice. Saints pull it back to their defense. Good play by Eaton to use his skates to stop that puck for a player trying to work through him. And Cut comp working here on the boards. Saints enter the zone. That's King with a centering attempt. That shot goes wide of the net. We're under a minute left in this first period. The score's tied at 1. A save by Listic keeps it that way for now. Cut comp sends that off the glass. Saints come right back in. This is King, but his play is offsides, and we've got a whistle. 30 seconds left in the first. Linesman Ron Wick has been handed the puck. He's ready to drop it off. Jack James will be in for the Blues. Wolford's to his right, Skullroot to his left. Nienhuis backhands it out of the zone. Saints come right back in, but Wolford played his body, getting a little physical right here at the end of this first period. There's a shot saved by Listic. Gannon's gonna clear it out, or attempt to, but the defense held it in. The puck's still hanging there in the slot. Now J.R. Wolford gets it out of the zone, and that's going to be the end of period number 1. So teams head off to the locker room with this tie game.
Shots after the first period, Dubuque with 12, Quad Cities with 5.
There's our shot total, Dubuque 12, Quad Cities 5, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes or so after we get a clean ice surface. Well, we've got our teams out of the locker room and onto the ice. So we've got period number 2 ready to go in just a little bit. The timekeeper will put 17 minutes up on the clock. So after the first period, the Blues did a good job of staying in this game. It's a good Saints team, and the Blues are young, but they keep attacking, and well, what do you know? We got a 1-1 game right now. So we'll bring our lineup of James, Skolrud, and Wolford for the forwards. And back on D is Nienhuis and DeYoung. Let's stick to our right. And that's Tillman in net for the Saints to our left. James putting the pressure on and driving his player all the way back and continuing to cause them to cough it up. Wolford has it, turns, tried to feed one into the slot, but it hit a player, but he's able to maintain it in the zone for a little bit. Saints now out, they curl high, and Blues take that puck out of the zone, so they all have to tag up. Listic stops that for DeYoung, who now hit Wolford, tried to hit a centerman, wasn't there, came outside the zone, and offside's the call. So just 30 seconds played, and now we've got the lineup of Conrad, Ferrari, Johnson. That's how they're lined up furthest to closest to us. Eaton and Gannon on defense. Johnson has it. He skates right towards us, then curls away. Backhands it deep for Ferrari. But Saints get to that puck and now set up their breakout. Held in by Gannon, but then rode into the boards. Gannon steps in again. Takes a hit, but keeps the puck in the zone. Saints just trying to get out of the zone. Eaton's going to keep this one in. Hit some bodies and came out to center. Now Eaton trying to protect that puck before the Saints get a break. And Ferrari comes in, takes a hit right at the blue line. So we've got a whistle. Ferrari looks banged up on that play, and so head coach Jalen Fournier, who did not like the hit that Ferrari took right there at the blue line, and training staff is taking a look at him. And Fournier actually got tossed out of the game. They're helping Ferrari to his feet. And looks like they're going to be taking him back to the locker room. So officiating crew having a conversation right now. We'll see if anything comes of it. But there is a 2-minute penalty on the clock, but that's on the Quad City side. I think that's going to be abuse of officials from the head coach of the Blues, Dylan Fournier. .28 remain in the second period. It's a 1-1 game. got a long pause in the action here. It's the coaching staff of the Blues having words with the officiating crew. Chase Newton steps into the penalty box for the Blues to serve this 2-minute minor penalty. So after all that, Blues will have a penalty kill. The unit they have out there is James, Skolrud, Nienhuis, and Eaton. And we're back at action here in Davenport. Saints pull it back and look to set up their power play unit.
Quad City penalty, bench minor for 2 minutes, bench minor for unsportsmanlike.
So it is a bench minor for unsportsmanlike conduct. And Coach Fournier ejected from the game. Saints setting up their power play. Tried to feed the back door, but Blues intercept that pass. Saints maintain possession and looking to work it around the perimeter a little bit more. Saints being very patient, looking for their opening. Now they skate in, drop it down low, look for a give and go, but they skate around behind the net. Net came off, and we've got a whistle. Just under a minute remains in the Blues penalty kill. They're switching up all four. Conrad and Wolford, along with DeYoung and Eaton. So Eaton stays out. They changed 3 of the 4. Since the Saints player took the net off the posts, then that puck gets dropped outside of their attacking zone. Saints take it down low around behind Evan Listick. DeYoung working his man back there. Now Saints set up their power play unit. Saints being very patient on this, working the puck around. Now they miss their pass, but pick it back up. Conrad working there. Now the Blues able to get a stick on that. That's going to be the end. So teams now at even strength. Eaton picks off that stretch pass, brings it into the zone. James crashing hard. He tried to feed him, but hit the stick of the Saints player, Waddick, and now they come out of the zone. They tried to pass, but that's off the mark, and it'll be an icing call. 13-10 to play. Looks like Ferrari is heading back to the bench. He went off to the locker room for a minute. Looked like he got checked out and cleared to return. Skolrud to take this drop. He pushes it right on net. Tillman kicks it away. Gannon's shot from the point wide. There's a sauce pass to Wolford, and his shot saved and covered up by Tillman. Good little offensive set from the Blues. See if we can maintain some more of that. James in the faceoff circle. Skullroot is in the slot. Wolford's on the far side of that faceoff circle. Saints pull it back and send it high off the glass. Peters able to glove it and stop the momentum. Now the Saints enter the zone. They feed the back door, but a great save by Listic to come across and make the save. Johnson, Ferrari, and Conrad out there. So we'll see how Ferrari does. If we saw him kind of stretching that leg a little bit as he was skating out. Blues get the puck out of the zone. Johnson brings it in, puts on the brakes, and then feeds Ferrari over to Conrad. He's got it, he pokes at it, but it's wide of the net. Big hit there on the boards, and a shot kicked away by Tillman. Johnson's there. And now we've got a Saints player down after they collided, but he hops up now and heads back to his bench. That was number 7, Blake Bakey for the Saints. Face off in the Blues offensive zone. We see Nienhuis and Eaton are back here holding the blue line. Ferrari's taking the face-off. Johnson in the slot. Conrad on the far side of the circle. Ferrari pulls it back to Nienhuis, who's going to take a shot. It's deflected, though wide of the net. Johnson protects, then tries to feed somebody high slot, but Saints steal that pass and now dump it down deep. Ferrari comes away with that puck skating wide, and Nienhuis backhands it, but gloved down by a Saints player and chipped out of the zone. Nienhuis going back to pick up the puck. Nienhuis backhands it to Johnson. Tried to hit Ferrari, but Saints get it. Blues take it away, and puck now at center. Saints dump it in, but that's into the netting, and the faceoff will be right at center ice. Doherty, Newton, and Cutcomp will be our forwards. Gannon DeYoung back on D. Doherty in for the faceoff. Saints pull it back and send it off the glass. Out of the reach of their player. Gannon tries to backhand it. He has to regroup, tries to backhand it again. Now a shot blocked by Listic. Cutcomp sends it behind the net. Gannon turns, gives it to Newton. He tried to hit the centerman, but that didn't get through, and now the Saints take a wide-angle shot. That ended up going in. I thought Listic had it. He must have beat him on the near post. So it's a 2-1 game. 10:52 remained in the second period. Our referee for tonight's game, Colin Waddick and Matt Larson. Linesmen, Ron Wicks and Dallas Mitchell. Skullroot picking up that puck. Poked as he tried to shoot it.
Dubuque goal scored by number 18, Connor Lucas, assisted by number 10, Owen King. Lucas from King.
18, Connor Lucas scored that goal for the Saints. Now Wolford's going to work it wide with speed. Skullroot in the slot. He's going to protect. Gets ridden into the boards. James there to help out. Saints send it cross ice, and Nienhaus pushes his guy wide, forces him to curl, gives it to the point. Shot deflected, and then Listic able to cover that. Ferrari, Conrad, and Johnson. Saints dump that right back in. Now they regroup, come up through center. Out of the reach, but Saints get there first, and Listic comes up huge. Blues might have got caught looking there. 2-1 is our score. Dubuque has the lead. 9:35 remain in the second period. Saints come out into the slot, take a shot that Listic directs away from the net. Saints try to feed one softly into the slot. The shot was made, as was the save. Eaton and Nienhaus will take the defensive duties. James, Wolford, and Skullrood the offense. Wolford gets the puck out of the zone, but ridden into the boards. Saints chip it out to center. James avoids a check. He's got Wolford in the slot. He shoots short side. And that gets deflected, and that goes up into the net. Skullroot will take this draw. He's got James right behind him. Eaton's back there too. Saints win the draw. James runs his guy out of space. They wrap it around the boards and then look to come back this way. Cough up the puck. Wolford has it. High slot. Takes a shot. Hits the post. Then Skullroot with a rebound. Another rebound. It's loose. It's behind the net. It's sent up to the point. Nienhaus regroups at center ice. Gives it over to Eaton. Eaton goes back across ice, but that's intercepted. Saints have it in momentarily. Nienhaus rode off of the puck. Beckwith has it. Good lift of the stick by Beckwith to stop a shot attempt from the Saints. Shot blockered away by Listic. Then sent down low. Nienhaus over to Eaton. It's going to be an icing call here. Peters and Gannon coming out for defense. It's Beckwith, Wilson, and Giesick, the forward line. 7:51 remain in the second period. Saints have a 2-1 lead. Beckwith in for the draw. Gannon with it behind the net. He's stripped of the puck. Saints have it. They go short side, but it's over the net. Giesick chasing his man. Saints have it now down low and give it back out. Centering attempt hit the skate and then the leg pad of Listic. Wilson causes his man to turn. Then they go up to the point. shot either gloved or wide of the net. Puck tied up down low. Now Peters tried to get it up to Giesick, but they work a give and go, and then a shot attempt, a stuff attempt, puck's loose. Listic now gets his glove on it. Just under 7 minutes remain in the second period. Ferrari in for the draw. Shot hits a shin pad and goes wide. Eaton brings it out of the zone. Johnson gets it a little bit deeper, then they curl back towards him. Eaton gloves it down, but it bounces away from him, and Saints come out with it. Poked away by Conrad, so a no shot attempt made. And now Ferrari takes it over the blue line. Conrad on the back door, but puck comes to Nienhaus. He just drops it down low. They're going to send it around the glass. Been a lot of funny hops off of the glass here tonight, hitting those partitions. Blues, Saints are able to pass around him and then work it into the Blues zone. Saints changing bodies. They do find a man-high slot that takes a shot, gloved by Listic. 5:40 remain in the second period. Doherty taking this draw. Gets it over to Peters, who tried to backhand it up the boards. Centering attempt. And the Saints trying to work it around for some backdoor opportunities. That deflected shot went up into the net. James Skolrud Wolford come back out for the Blues. Wolford is able to get the puck out. James hustling to get there. Saints curl away from him. Wolford pinches to help in, and now they try to chop it over to Skolrud, but Saints now come away, and it's going to be a 3-on-2 if they can enter the zone. Blues do get back. Pass into the slot. Saved by Listic. Saints setting up now down low. Tried to feed somebody in the slot. Kicked away. Skolrud gloves it. Doesn't get much now. Wolford with a little bit of space. .422 remain in this guy into the boards. Blues cough up the puck in their defensive zone. Now Saints taking their time to set something up. I think this Blues line might be a little tired, or more in a defensive position here. Almost like a... Skolrud blocked that pass. Saints still trying to work the puck. Shot into the slot. Now Wolford's going to get to that on these near boards. The pinching D the net, and that'll be an icing. 3:31 remain in the second period. There's a lot of players that are able to head to the bench with that whistle. Nienhaus and Gannon on defense. Ferrari, Johnson, Conrad will be our forwards. Ferrari spins around to Nienhaus, who takes it behind his net. Ferrari picks it up, gives it to Johnson, who exits the zone, feeds Conrad, but he tries to lift the stick. Saints doing a good job of protecting that puck. Gannon ties a man up against these boards as it's in their feet. Now Saints come away with it. And now they're going to come right back up these near boards. Johnson running his guy into the boards. Did a good job of getting in front of his guy before he made the hit, so no call there. Puck to Johnson, but not out of the zone. Now bounced off the boards, but too far for Johnson to get to, and we'll have an icing call. Doherty with Cutcomp and Newton. Doherty stepping into the face-off circle. Puck right there at everybody's feet. Now the Saints come away with it. Pass to a guy high slot. Tried to pass to the back door. Eaton knocks it away, but not out of the zone. Cutcomp and Doherty working there. It gets sent down low where Eaton picks it up. Tried to feed Newton. Newton does get it out of the zone. Works it off the boards. Doherty rushing in. He puts one right on net. I think that puck was on end, so not a lot on it, but it was a shot on net. And we've got a whistle with 2:06 remaining in the second. The Wolford Skullroot James line out. Skullroot taking this draw. Linesman Ron Wicks blew a whistle saying that somebody from the Saints jumped the gun, so we'll re-drop this, and the new centerman has to step in for the Saints. Skullroot's still in there for the Blues. Skullroot wins it back. Wolford's going to take a shot. It's deflected. Penalty is coming. I think the Blues are going to get a power play opportunity. Listic heads to the bench. James now with it. Protecting, now rode into the boards, and Saints touch up, and we've got a whistle. Blues will head to the power play. There's a minute 50 remaining in the second period. Anybody named Aaron Peters is not allowed to make comments on the Blues Sports Network YouTube page, I believe. I think you were banned years ago. Jack James taking this face off for the Blues. Skullroot and Johnson out there with them. Wolford and Nienhaus on defense. Pulled back to Nienhaus. Sent over to Wolford, but he can't hold it in. And the Blues are offsides. So we've got a face-off here with a minute 43 remaining in the second period. James to take this face-off. Nienhaus to Wolford. Wolford back to Nienhaus. Up to Skullroot on these near boards. Wolford picks it up. High slot, just wide of the net. James gets the rebound. Blues looking to set up their power play now. Goes down low to Skullroot. Skullroot loses the puck, but Nienhaus keeps it in. Back to Nienhaus, who deflects that on net. That time it came out of the zone, and Saints look to dump it in, and Listic gets it away. Skullroot has it. His pass intercepted by Zillig. Saints eat a little bit more time. Listic comes out wide and trying to catch the Saints in a change, but now Skullroot's going to pick up this loose puck, goes down low, tried to feed somebody in the slot, but didn't happen, and Saints come out with a shorthanded opportunity. 2-on-1 shorthanded, and a great save by Listic. They went back and forth for a one-timer. Now they play four corners. And that kills a little more time. Saints shot wide of the net. 15 seconds in the period, they go up to Doherty. Doherty tries to feed one in the slot. That gets deflected just wide of the net. Now Saints will just tie it up and eat the clock here. And that's the end of period number 2. Just 10 seconds remain on the Blues power play as we head to our second intermission. Saints lead the Blues with a score of 2-1. So heading off the ice and to the locker rooms are our two teams. Soon the Zamboni will step out. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes or so. One more period to play in this varsity matchup of the Midwest High School Hockey League. Dubuque Saints hold on to a 2-1 lead over the Blues. We'll start this third period with 10 seconds remaining on a power play. The lineup for the Blues will have Jack James in the center taking the faceoff. Wolford's to his right, Skolrud to his left. Doherty and Gannon back there on defense. James banks it off the glass. That's going to be the end of the Blues power play. Dubuque does not connect on their pass, but now they're able to exit the zone and enter the Blues attacking zone. Good back check by Wolford to poke that puck away. Saints continue to maintain the offensive pressure. Now they drop it down low. Gannon has to hurry to get there, but they skate away from him, and Saints now curl to the high slot. Drop off for Ledee. The shot sent wide of the net. Eaton chasing. He backhands it all the way down. Icing's being waved off, and the Blues change up their lines. Conrad putting the pressure on there. Ferrari picks it up, gives it to Conrad. Now to Nienhuis in the slot. His shot, I think the puck was on end as it went wide. Saints pass hit a skate, but now they enter the zone and wrap it around those boards. Flipped out of the zone. Ferrari got in the way on that pass. Nienhuis goes over to DeYoung. It's Ferrari, Johnson, and Conrad out there, but that's the end of their shift. It's
Gotta be kidding me.
icing is the call, 15:09. Doherty, Cutcomp, and Newton are our forwards now. Gannon and Eaton, the defense. Doherty does a good job of kind of just bowling through his guy. Now the puck's down low, and Gannon's going to pinch in and get it down low to Doherty. Cutcomp in the slot. Doherty bumped off of the puck. Eaton holds it in for a moment. Saints avoid his check, but Gannon pokes it away, and now they send it in deep. Gannon behind the net. Fanned on his pass, and then his backhand second attempt goes up into the net. 14:34 left in the third period. Blues down by 1. James, Wolford, Skolrud take the ice. They're the forward 3. Eaton and Nienhuis are the defensive pair. Eaton can't get it out, but is able to come back and help his team defensively. Now Eaton. Puck scores out, shot from the point, hard shot. Wide of the net. Not out of, not held in, I should say, and that's going to be an offsides call. Wolford, James, Skolrud from closest to furthest. Saints pass one across the slot. Wolford has it. He's got Skolrud there. He tried to lift it over to him, but Saints jumped up and gloved that pass down, and now they feed one in the slot, and a blocker saved by Listic. Good one-time opportunity for the Saints. Listic able to answer that quick shot. Blues can't get it out. Saints dump it right back in. They're going to pick up that puck and leave it for their low man. Now sent up to the defense. They're able to change a couple players with this offensive pressure. Saints shot hit a post, and they're going to say the rebound shot went in. Saints tally another, now lead the Blues 3-1. Ferrari, Johnson, Conrad now on the ice with Eaton and Peters. Saints win it back, come to these near boards and enter the Blues zone. Shot blockered and up into the netting. Eaton banks it off the boards. Ferrari helps chip it out of the zone. Saints get it and dump it right back in. Peters over to Eaton. Eaton backhands it. Not out. Good job by Conrad to knock that puck out of midair and get it out. Saints have to tag up as they're offsides, and now Eaton tried to pass to Ferrari. It was almost like a no-look pass, and it was out of his reach, and icing is the call. Doherty, Cutcomp, Newton. Out there, Gannon and DeYoung are on defense. 12:20 remain in this third period. Saints with a 3-1 lead over the Blues. Gannon goes behind his net, feeds Cutcomp. Puck was in the air. Cutcomp did the best he could to bang it down, and puck did squirt out. It's icing. Saints win this face-off, and they're able to enter the Blues zone. Shot gloved by Listic. Gannon behind the net, using it to protect him. He's stripped of the puck at center ice, where Cutcomp comes to help out, but icing is the call. 11:34 left in this third period. Blues bringing out some new players that include James Wolford and Skolrud. Eaton's paired with Nienhaus back on defense. Saints curl away from Wolford and dump it in deep. Player was coming in hot on Eaton, and they're going to call Eaton on that play. They're going to call a roughing on that. I don't know. I'm going to say Eaton was more protecting himself than doing anything malicious. Saints player was coming in pretty hot, but he's heading into the penalty box. And looks like now he's heading to the locker room, and Giesick will serve the penalty for him. We're not quite sure. Our officiating crew is having a conversation, and we're talking with the off-ice officials here and scorekeepers. Now Eaton is back onto the ice. Not exactly sure what's the call. Maybe they're giving him a 2 and 10. So Giesick will serve the 2-minute. If that's the case, here's the call. It is a 2 and 10 for boarding by Eaton. Saints set up their power play. They get a shot that's sent wide and comes out of the zone. Skolrud tried to go for a shorty, but that got tied up in the skates of a Saints player. And then they bring it in off sides. Ferrari and Wolford along with Nienhuis and DeYoung. Still a minute 23 remain in the penalty kill. Ferrari's taking this face-off. Saints pull it back. Ferrari sends it the length, and Wolford pressuring his man and causes them to cough up the puck. Ferrari will get it. Looked like it must have came out of the zone, and offsides will be the call. A whistle now with 1:03 remaining in the penalty kill. Down by 2 and on a penalty kill. That's where the Blues are right now. Minute 3 to remain in the Charlie Eaton boarding call. Saints go cross ice. Nienhuis will pick up that puck and curl to open ice, and then use a slapper to send it all the way down. Saints now have a clean exit of the zone and look to set up. Ferrari roding off the puck, but they get it to Wolford. Wolford then sends it all the way down. 30 seconds remain in the Blues penalty. Doherty, Ferrari, Nienhuis, and DeYoung. Saints setting up now with 10 seconds still remaining in this power play for them. DeYoung battling there behind Lynette. They feed somebody in the slot that's sent wide, and now backhand out of the zone by Doherty. Doherty picks up this puck into the Blues line, backhands it to Conrad. He's going to take a shot. It's loose, it's bouncing in the slot, but rebound can't go in. Good opportunity for Conrad there. Got the shot off, and a rebound was there. Nobody could send it home. Gannon now with this puck. He's just going to send it cross ice, hoping to get a Blues player to skate to it. James, Wolford, and Skolrud out there now. Gannon dumps it in deep. Blues tag up and go attack. Peters holds it in, puts it towards the net, hoping to get a tip. It's down there. Shot by Skolrud, saved. Wolford picks that puck out of the air, but Saints check. Hustle by James to make his guy turn around and give up the puck again, and now has it. Protects. Wolford will chip it away and give it to Skullrood. Skullrood's got to get to some open ice. Loses the puck, but this gives the Blues a chance to change up some bodies. Use one man to buy some time where the rest of their team change. Ferrari now comes out of the zone, tried to go cross ice. Johnson able to stay with it, backhand it. He dropped it almost for Conrad. Now the puck comes out, and Saints have a 2-on-1, just enough to not allow that shot to go in. So good job of taking that passing lane away by Nienhuis to keep this a 3-1 game. .7:14 remain in this third period. Ferrari in this face-off circle for the Blues. Saints pull it back. Their defensive man King steps up. Now the puck goes up into the net and into the stands. So we get a new piece of rubber handed to our officials, and we're ready to go again. Saints win it back. King tried to feed somebody in the slot. Blues chip it over to Ferrari. Then he goes to backhand it out, but instead it gets put on Listic, who he will cover and will get a whistle. Doherty, Cutcomp, and Newton onto the ice for the Blues. Doherty taking this draw. Saints pull it back. Their shot goes into Listic's breadbasket, and he holds. Saints again pull it back to their defense. Gannon lifts the stick, and the Blues are able to poke it away from their player. Only momentarily, Saints maintaining possession. DeYoung working down there. Doherty is as well. Blues can't get it out of the zone, and now they do, and Doherty's got a little bit of space. He's going to be on a breakaway. He gets a shot off, blockered away, and then gloved, saved by Tillman. .6:02 left in the third period. Blues down by 2. The score is 3-1 in favor of the Saints. James in the face-off circle. Saints get it and just hoist it. Listic plays it, banks it off of the boards. Wolford gets it a little bit deeper where James will go to pick it up. James, Wolford, and Skullrood are forward 3. Nienhuis grabs the puck at center, flips it off of the boards for Wolford. He takes it over the blue line, skates to center. His shot deflected up into the rafters. Ferrari, Conrad, and Johnson, the forwards, DeYoung and Conrad over to Johnson. Johnson has a little bit of space. He skates it into the blue line, avoids a check. Let Saints wrap it around the boards. Both DeYoung and Conrad right there. And Saints get it out, and Nienhuis puts one on net. It looked like it was deflected. Tillman does make the save. And Saints misconnect on that pass. It goes the length, and we'll get an icing call. 4:57. So just under 5 minutes to go. James, Skolrud, and Wolford step back out for the offense. Nienhuis and Gannon on defense. Gannon's able to hold that in. Skolrud turns to take a shot. Goes to the corner where James and Wolford works there. Now the Saints enter the zone. Try to work around and do. And a great stick handling play. That's Dane Shope. Saints tally up another one. Got to give him credit. I mean, he made a great play to get around our player and put one in. 4:37 remain. Score is 4-1 in favor of the Dubuque Saints. Doherty, Newton, and Cutcomp step out onto the ice. Nienhuis and Peters are on defense. All right, so here comes Cutcomp off these near boards. See the play's getting a little bit more physical. Newton now on his backhand. Cutcomp there, takes a shot. It's low, saved by Tillman. Now Saints come away with that puck. Peters tried to lift the stick, but they went right around him, and Listic makes another save, but now they're calling it a goal. Looked like he had put his glove over top of it, but his momentum was backwards and went across the line. James, Wolford, Skolrud back out for the forward three. Wolford tripped up. No call on the play. Just under 4 minutes remain in this game. Looks like Skolrud is heading to the penalty box. And for Dubuque, number 9, Drew Zillig. Looks like Saints are getting an extra penalty. They're opening the door, might be putting another man in the penalty box. So now we're set for action, and it looks like Blues will end up with a power play. It's a 5-on-4 opportunity, and Saints will have 2 minutes to kill. Power play unit, Wolford, Johnson, and James. Defense, Nienhuis and Ferrari. Ferrari curls away from the pressure of the Saints. Wolford makes a move at the blue line, now enters the zone. He gets it poked away. He's down there with James. James with Johnson in the slot. Back door, it's on Wolford's backhand. Now he loses the puck. Saints able to clear it. Nienhuis with the puck on his stick, passes it up to Wolford. He tries to gather a little bit of speed. He skates wide, and Saints take it away and wrap it around the boards. Ferrari's going to get there first. He sends it low to Wolford. Wolford runs into a Saints player, loses possession of the puck. Saints curl away and then get it out of the zone. Nienhuis hurrying to stop an offensive shorthanded opportunity, and he rides his guy into the boards, and Ferrari picks up the puck. Ferrari's now going to go near side with speed through center. Tried to go through the feet and make a move to the inside, but he gets rode off of the puck. Doherty picks it up now. James in the slot. Doherty drops it down low. Newton's there with him. Saints able to clear. 10 seconds remain in the Blues power play. DeYoung picking up this puck, goes behind his net and then curls back towards us. Looks defeated to Newton, who's able to touch up and get it in deeper. A penalty coming for the Saints. As looked like King left his feet and extended his arms, had his elbows up, and that'll be a penalty. So the Blues will go back to the power play. Yeah, that might even be a 2 and a 10 as the second player is heading into the penalty box. Conrad taking this face-off. He's got Newton and Doherty out there with him. Saints send it all the way down. It goes on Listick. Blues looking to regroup and break it out. Nienhuis has it here. Comes up these boards to Newton. Newton to Doherty. Saints send it back down. Nienhuis to Newton. He was rode off the puck. No icing will be called.
1 minute to play in the period.
So we're just under a minute to go. Blues not able to get much offensive pressure on this power play. Young tried to go over to James. It ends up on the stick of Newton. He goes cross ice to Wolford. Wolford skating around, tried to feed James, who was crashing into the slot. Wolford still battling down low. Saints clear it out. 30 seconds left in this game. Saints feed a high slot guy. Wolford's able to bump him off of the puck. Still, puck's down low. Shot attempt went wide of the net. Saints continue to protect the puck. Blues are short. Saints are short-handed here and maintaining a little offensive pressure. So the penalty boxes will get a little fuller. 21 for Dubuque is heading there. That's Dane Shope. .8 seconds are on this clock. Saints have a 5-1 lead. Just gonna have the clock run off, and that's gonna be the end of this game. Final score here in Davenport, the Dubuque Saints 5, Quad City Blues 1, and that's a final. Blues have 2 more games this weekend. They're home both Saturday and Sunday as Omaha comes to town. So they'll wrap up tonight's broadcast and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching and have a great night.